What if you could become a better person? Not by working harder, but by taking one doable step a day. And not because you're a bad person now, but because there's something inside you that's ready for more. How to Be a Better Person walks you through 1 year of those tiny steps. 365 small but mighty tools you can use in the next 24 hours to make a difference in yourself and the world. My mission? To help you live your best life. Hey there, it's me, Kate, and this is How to Be a Better Person. Today, I'm sharing a tip that will help you be a better person in your relationships. And that tip is to give someone some positive feedback today as they're in the act. So, when you see someone today doing something well, or something kind, or smart, or compassionate, or helpful, or positive in some other way, tell them. You don't have to lavish them with praise. Just notice today when someone you love does something good and let them know that you're seeing them do it. This is a little different than my previous tip to give someone a high five, although it's definitely related. Giving a high five is about celebrating. This is more about training yourself to notice and call attention to something that's positive, but maybe not worth a big ol' woohoo. This is great to do around the house. When you see your kid take her bowl to the kitchen after breakfast, for example, say something. It could be as simple as, "Thanks for taking your plate," or "Look at you taking your plate to the kitchen." You've heard me say it before, and you'll hear me say it again. What you focus on grows. If you want more positive behavior, notice it. Call attention to it. It creates a positive feedback loop that contributes to an upward spiral. Notice more good stuff and inspire people to do more good stuff. This might actually take some effort on your part because it's so easy and so tempting to correct bad behavior, especially if we're talking about your kids, because it is part of a parent's job to guide and inform. And if your kid is totally smacking and slurping and hunched over his bowl, you know it's your job to suggest a different way. It's just that we can get stuck in scanning for things we need to correct instead of looking for things we want to reinforce. Today, just flip that on its head. Here's the thing, when you're constantly looking for things to correct, you tend to find what you're looking for, and it can make the people you love feel scrutinized, even judged. And that is not a good feeling. It can make the folks you love shut down a little when they're around you. I really doubt that's what you want. This goes for parenting, partnerships, friendships, and even teams at work. It's not just a nice thing to do, it also helps other people do better. High-performing teams share nearly 6 times more positive feedback than average teams. There was a Gallup poll that found that 67% of employees whose managers focused on their strengths were fully engaged in their work, compared to only 31% of employees whose managers focused on their weaknesses. If you want people to do better, catch them doing good things. Hey, speaking of positive feedback, would you be up for giving this podcast a rating and/or a review? I would really appreciate it. I mean, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for listening to How to Be a Better Person. If you liked what you heard, share it with someone you think would like it too. Your voice matters. Come sign up for the weekly newsletter that includes a link to every episode from the previous week so you can catch up on anything you missed. You can do that at beabetterpersonpodcast.com. I also love to hear from listeners. Seriously, I love it. Send me an email by clicking on the Contact Kate button at beabetterpersonpodcast.com, or you can tweet me at Kate Han, Katehan, or find me on Instagram at Kate Hanley Author. I look forward to connecting with you.